Up here in the top left, in the red, this is
SK Telecom T1 Party.
Harding. Shrug there. Down to the bottom, blue at 6 o'clock is
CJ Entus Sora.
Again, both players, no shenanigans, pylons in the main base.
Yeah, you know, very rare to see cannon rushes or even proxy gates these days on most of these maps. We see, like, from time to time, Creator Prime dies to it, but came from Switzerland to watch StarCraft.
Welcome down,
Swiss
man.
passport, man.
Yeah, and I hope your wrist gets better as well.
Yeah, I hope that you, but I think it's bit.man at tl.net. I think I've seen that ID before, actually. I don't read everything that there is to read on TL, but like, especially back before I came to Korea, I was reading like all Live Before Threads because I was posting them, man. I was excited watching the GSL at home.
Yeah, man. Used to stay up all night to watch those. Even in college when I in class at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, there's some real esports heroes, you know, out there. You know, I see some of them. They've got like 20,000 posts on Team League, and they're like actually making like Live Report threads every day. They like watch Pro League and then watch WCS EU and North America. Now they're like watching the GSL. I'm like, I know some of you guys out there like Shell Shock and whatnot. I know you guys are actually like literally watching everything. I don't know when you sleep. I don't know how you do it.
During the day, man. You gotta sleep during the day.
You always sleep during the day, but then you might miss some WCS North America. So you gotta like sleep during like all hours of no StarCraft.
Maybe they have that sleep schedule where you take like naps. Have you ever heard of that? Where it's like you take 4-hour naps or something? Maybe,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Some people who are that busy, man, they just gotta find a way to fit in some sleep somehow.
The thing is, like, but if he takes like a 4-hour nap, he might like miss Nathanius' Kappa Star League or some sort of other like smaller tournament that's going on. It's tough, man. It's hard to watch all StarCraft.
Yeah, it really, really is.
All right, cores are finished in Stargate. And a Mothership core goes down home for parting.
Yeah.
So Sora rushing that Stargate out, probably for Oracle. Parting sees it, of course. Yeah. He could actually drop his own Stargate at home in response.
That is definitely something he could do. Might want to get that scout out first with the Mothership core it is going to finish. Well, the probe does leave on his own, and he does start that Stargate right when the probe leaves.
Yeah, it's really good if you see a rushed Stargate like this to get your own out, because then you can just basically auto-win versus an Oracle, and it kind of forces a Phoenix versus Phoenix game in a lot of cases.
Yeah. See what comes out of this Stargate. And it's a Phoenix.
Yeah, he knows he's been scouted, so if you go blind Oracle, you're really just... You're
it's
like
gambling,
oh,
man.
Yeah, it's so risky. It's like, oh, I hope he doesn't just like directly build the counter to this because he scouted it, and he's still scouting in my base, you know?
It's basically like betting all on like black on one number or something. It like doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's just almost impossible to win.
Well, Parting's Phoenix is going to be a little bit late, which means that Sora will be able to scout with his. You know, there's not much else he can do. He shouldn't be able to get that Mothership core with this. It just takes too long. The Mothership core's got not a lot of hit points, but enough. It's a stalker here. Poke it, you know, and chase it down here a little bit. So there's that Phoenix.
Phoenix comes out, and it's actually going to link up here. It has a little bit more health, and it is going to kill the Phoenix of Sora. Oh, no, they're actually going to trade.
Yeah, because it was only one shot difference, they both do die there, because the Phoenix will get his last shot off before it dies. But, you know, I think Parting actually might have assumed that, as many people watching, probably that he was gonna win that fight. I actually thought he was too. I thought he might have been 2 shots ahead because the Stalker shot it as well, you know?
Yeah.
But, it was really good for Sora. You know, what could have been a really bad thing turns out to be at least okay.
Yeah. Parting finishing up 2 gates here. He's going to try to deny this probe. He's not going to know if that Nexus is coming up here. And we're seeing Parting save up a bunch of minerals, so it could definitely drop down that Nexus pretty soon if he decides to go for that. No?
Oh wow, he's actually going to take this engagement. It's 3 versus 2 Phoenix-wise, but there are 2 Stalkers here. Sora very brave to engage this, but he can fly past those Stalkers. I think that's what his idea was, but there's more Stalkers, you know, around to be had. 4-to-1 right now, Stalker count. I like Parting's position here, actually, because he's got the position to make a Nexus more safely, but decides not to, as Sora actually drops his back at home. Well,
was saving up some there, but again, the Nexus not coming down yet. He's actually spending it on some Zealots, it looks like. He definitely wants to go aggressive here.
Yeah, losing that probe really hurts him, though, because he can't actually get the pile on this where he doesn't want. And Sora knows this. Sora's just like waiting for the probe constantly, trying to find that. There goes the Nexus cannon. This means Parting has a little more time, but boom, finds that probe again. With no forward pylon, this will never work. And he's on a clock right now to actually make this work or to start his own Nexus.
Well, he is going to catch these Phoenixes out here. He is going to get one, but again, Sora having the one extra Phoenix there could just fly away, picks off one, trades one for one. And the Nexus, again, very, very late compared to Sora's.
Yeah, probe count better for Sora as well. Sora's Nexus has been up for a long time. He's going to start really getting that extra probe production. Parting is in rough shape here. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to be able to do to come back here. We've seen comebacks before. We saw Sora actually win an incredible engagement last game. That's something that could happen, but he's going to be banking a lot on really some chancy stuff here.
Yeah. You see actually a Twilight Council come down here for Parting right away. I don't know about Blink follow-up here, but maybe goes into Archons.
Another Phoenix pick off there too, actually. That really hurts. Yeah, I think Archons would be a smart choice, but you gotta kind of like rush that out. Then you're missing robotics tech. You got a bit of holes in your play if you try to do that. It's expensive too. He doesn't even have his gases started yet. You know, Sora has no gases either. He's really focusing on his probe production right now, which I think is smart because he has control of the skies. And Dark Shrine could be the way. Like it was that hole I was talking about in the build. If you actually rush Archons, you skip the Robo here, which will also be not a bad choice for Sora. Then maybe you get in trouble. But look at this. He's just so careful.
Yep, very, very smart out of Sora. He knows like something like this could definitely be possible, and he's just going to play it very safe. Knows he's already ahead in the Nexus timing here, so going to be able to get those Immortals out. He's going to actually pick up a bunch of these probes and get away. He does sustain a lot of Phoenix losses here, but he does get a lot of probes as well. Again, just putting the economy of Parting way farther behind.
There's a Forge going down here as well. We'll start to get the probes ahead. Blink is an interesting choice here. I mean, he's basically just decided, I guess, to give up air control, but he doesn't have a... Man, how many stocks does he really have? I think he's got maybe like 8 or so.
Yeah, it's about that number. I mean, you can count them there. It's about 9.
Yeah.
You see it on the units tab. But again, these Phoenixes in position to pick up a bunch of these probes, and if Parting's attack doesn't do a lot of damage, I mean, Sora decides to go for the Observer first before Immortals, which could actually, you know, maybe make this push a little bit harder to deal with out of Parting, but it is going to hold off those DTs.
He could just eliminate so many Stalkers from the battle, too, with his Phoenixes once he sends them home. His first Immortal is about to be back. He's got double Nexus Cannon. Parting is really hard-pressed to get something done here. Yep. Where's that Observer, actually? Where did it go?
I think it was at the front, actually.
Oh,
I'm not sure if he notices. This Observer is way out of position. It's going to take so long to get back in this middle line, and he's going to have to run those probes away. He's going to delay a lot of mining time. Immediately goes for the gas first, and this Observer is going to slowly make his way. But still, the DT already getting 5 kills, 6 kills now. Going to get to work on some of those Archons, or rather those Stalkers as well.
Yeah, anything he can get here is huge. But meanwhile, Sora is microing his Phoenix, is killing some probes over here, forcing more probes to be off the mineral line as well. This game is actually crazy. These PvPs today, man. Yeah. They have not just been your everyday, Deathball versus Deathball. I want to post this on Reddit, like, PvPs. Oh, nice! Could snipe the Mothership Core! So close, he gets it!
He gets it, and with the higher Phoenix count here, Parting's not going to be able to chase on those weakened Phoenixes. Twilight Council coming up here is going to be used probably for that +2 upgrade, as well as possible, you know, Archons in the future as well.
Yeah. Up now 22 supply is Sora. Parting with a very interesting move here to take a hidden Nexus. You know, he's got an army that doesn't really allow him to have map control, but if he just appears to be on 2 bases, Sora might just think, oh, well, why would I attack into that? He doesn't have a third. I'm just going to keep checking. Oh, you still have a third. You still have a third. Then maybe, and just maybe, Parting can maybe recall some probes over there, or just start building the probe down up.
Yep.
90 out of 84 as well, supply block here. This means he needs so many more pylons. You can see him queuing up right now, but so much lost production.
And interestingly enough, I feel like if Sora went for the attack at that moment, of course he doesn't know, but he may have actually been able to take it because that Mothership Core is not yet out yet for parting again, because he was able to snipe it with the Phoenixes, so there wouldn't have been no time warps, no Nexus cannons. But still, Sora playing very safe. Looks like he's getting ready to take that third base as well. There it goes.
He's checking. Checking, man.
So safe. I love this out of Sora.
Could never actually hide anything against any Keswa player ever. That's basically a rule. Like, it's just never, like, these players are so good at actually checking for proxies. Not only is he able to send a probe over here, but he can make pylons, he can do whatever he wants. That base is just never going to happen.
Yeah.
Might as well not exist.
And Storm coming out here once again for parting. That robotics facility is way late. And I'm not sure how well that Storm is going to do this time, because there's Phoenixes on the map here for Sora that can rule this airspace. And the War Prism getting through and getting the drops from last game is very unlikely, I have to say.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, if he gets a big group of kills, it's like, okay, cool, nice, you know, got that. You know, I got 6 kills or 7 kills or whatever, assuming Sora doesn't totally just neglect his probe line like he did last game. But then the Phoenixes will kill the War Prism and all the High Templar inside. That's a lot of money spent when you're already down on army. That could actually just be a game decider right there.
Yeah. Could be a bit of a desperate move out of parting. Maybe just feeling like he has to take his risk of his own. I mean, he already took one with the hidden base, but that got scouted immediately. So he's like, well, maybe I can get back in the game and economy here. Maybe send some DTs out. Maybe get some drops down with the Storm and try to go for something like that. But again, Phoenix is out here.
Yeah, the War Prism is so late, too. The thing is, right now, Sora's playing this so smart because he's basically controlling the airspace. He's controlling the entire map. He's got like an arc of units to stop parting from moving out ever. And he's very aware that there's no third base, and he already spotted a hidden base. There can't be a second hidden base. That doesn't make any sense. So he decides to move out and actually kill this base. He will be able to snipe it. The Mothership Core will be able to recall home. If parting thinks this is his moment, it's not. And it actually might be a big mistake to commit across the map. If there's a recall, and he takes the defensive engagement. The thing is, what else is parting going to do? There's not really a good play here.
Yeah. He's moving across that map. But again, recall goes down. Immediately going to go, it looks like, to that natural.
Here's where we find out, ladies and gentlemen, is Storm good in PvP battles? Because parting has 6 High Templar. It looks like he's not intending on using them for harassment potential. He's using them to engage straight up. I take it back, actually. He doesn't bring any of those with him. I thought they were in his army. Well, he's actually bringing a lot of the army back here while he attacks the third base. Good multi-pronged attack here. Time Warp goes down as well to slow this army. Doesn't snipe the Nexus, but there are still Stalkers in the main base.
Stalkers doing a lot of damage. They do get pushed back by the Charge Zealots for now. But again, the Time Warps of parting were very nice before that Mothership went down. But now he's on the run. And those Phoenixes are going to be able to pick off a lot of stuff after he kills the Phoenixes of parting.
Those High Templar are just too slow. They weren't with the army. So as they were trying to come across, but now they're actually over there where they could be picked off by Phoenixes. Totally useless, essentially. And
GG's out. Sora is able to take a 2-1 over parting. I have to say, a pretty big upset here in the first match we have.
Parting is going to be kicking himself in the foot for a long time if he does not get out of this group for that Game 2 engagement, man. Because he had that Game 1, but I have to say Sora played, you know, the Game 3 here basically perfectly. I mean, he was ahead the entire time. He definitely knew how to play Phoenix versus Phoenix sort of mid-games a lot better. So Sora will advance to the winner's match here to face either Avenge or Sleep. We're having that coming up after a quick 5-minute commercial break. So spread the word. GSL all week, every day. We'll be back in about 5 minutes' time.